After the trumpet sounded and Israel marched from Sinai, Numbers 11 reveals a painful reality. Moving with God exposes the heart. Freedom does not erase human frailty, it reveals it. Almost immediately, the journey that began in order and worship turns into complaint, craving, and correction. The people complain, forgetting God's goodness. Soon after departing, the people began to grumble about their hardships. God had delivered them, guided them, fed them. Yet the first sound in the wilderness was not praise but complaint. When the people complained, the anger of the Lord burned against them. Fire from the Lord consumed the outskirts of the camp. Moses prayed and the fire died down. A sobering reminder that complaint kindles judgment but intercession brings mercy. They named the place Taberah, meaning burning, a memory of the danger of a discontent heart. The craving for Egypt, but the unrest continued. The mixed multitude among them began to crave food, and the people wept, saying, "We remember the fish we ate in Egypt, and at no cost." At no cost? They had forgotten the whip, the chains, the slavery, the cries of bondage. Sin always romanticizes the past, forgetting its pain, remembering only its flavor. They despised the manna, the bread of heaven, God's daily miracle, and demanded meat. When we lose gratitude, even miracles become ordinary. Moses' burden. Moses himself became overwhelmed by the people's complaints. "I cannot carry all these people by myself. The burden is too heavy for me." Even the strongest servant feels the weight of leadership. God does not rebuke Moses. He responds with compassion. "Gather 70 elders. I will take of the Spirit on you and put it on them." God shares the burden, because God never intended his servants to carry his work alone. He gives Spirit-empowered support. Leadership is shared grace, not solitary heroism. God provides meat and judgment. God promises meat, not for a day or a week, but a month until it comes out of their nostrils. Not a blessing, a discipline wrapped in desire. Quail rains down from the sea by the wind of God, a feast in the desert. But while the craving was still in their mouths, the Lord struck them with a plague. They named the place Kibroth Hattaavah, graves of craving. Desire without gratitude leads to death. God gave them what they demanded, to teach them that craving without contentment destroys the soul. Two great lessons. 1. God hears honest weakness, and he strengthens the weary. Moses cried out, and God gave helpers and his Spirit. 2. God confronts sinful craving and disciplines the ungrateful. Israel demanded more than manna. God showed that greed devours those who feed it. For us today, Numbers 11 is a mirror. Complaining versus thanksgiving. Craving Egypt versus trusting God's provision. Lone leadership versus shared Spirit-filled support. Lust versus contentment. God fed them every day, yet they wanted more, not because they lacked, but because their hearts were restless. Christ is our manna, the bread of life. To reject his sufficiency is to hunger forever. True freedom is not only leaving Egypt, it is letting Egypt leave the heart. Next comes Numbers 12, where jealousy rises against Moses and God defends his chosen servant.